Hello guys, my name is Diego Pacheco and this gonna be another Java video. So today I want to show you the integration between Spring Boot and Swagger, and we're gonna do that with Spring Fox. So let's get started. Let me show my idea and we can start from that. So here I have a project already I want to share with you. First thing, let's take a look on the dependencies. So this is like a standard Spring Boot project. So you're gonna see I have here the starter web, the starter test, actuator, and what matters is this part here, right? You need these two dependencies, Spring Fox Swagger 2 and Spring Fox Swagger UI. So you can embed it Swagger UI in your Spring Boot application. Also, there is this interesting one right now is a snapshot. Is Spring Fox Boot Starter, where it make the code less verbose and we don't need to add some annotations. And we're gonna see with that as well. So I have a classical Spring Boot application here. As you guys can see, because I have that boot library that Spring Fox has now, I don't need to add this enable Swagger 2 anymore, right? So that's why this is comment out. And then have like classical Spring Boot application with Spring Boot application component scan to all my Spring beans. And here I just have a bean saying that the application is up and running. Then you need this Swagger config. Actually, you can name this class in whatever way you want. It's often a good pretext called config and be in a config folder. You need to add the notation add configuration. And what you need actually is to supply a docket, right? That's how Spring Fox works. Then first thing you need to realize is what kind of documentation you're going to provide. I'm using Swagger 2. However, as you can see here, Spring Fox has support for Open API initiative, all right? So we could be using Open API here on OS 30, all right? But let's stick for Swagger 2 for now. Then you can provide the API info if you want. So I have this method I'm delegating here, and here you basically have, you know, the owner of the service, any license and contact. You can skip that part if you want, and then you need to select which APIs do you want to expose. So I'm using this base package and I'm pointing to all my controllers in the controller package, and you can apply security restrictions here if you want, but I don't, so that's why I use this path selectors.any and I build it, and pretty much that's it. There's one more thing you're gonna need, it is this resource handler, otherwise your Swagger UI won't appear. Then you need to add configuration. You need to add this auto configure after and then mark the dispatcher servlet auto configuration to run after that guy. And then what you do, you have this add resource handlers that we need to override, and we need to add two paths, right? One path for the Swagger UI HTML and another one that is this web jars, right? Whatever is there. So this you can search on the class path, and then you can make sure that Swagger UI is added, right? So unfortunately this is needed. And then we can go to the application itself, right? The controller. So I have a hello controller, it's a has controller on Spring. You can see request mapping slash, and this is a get, right? So I have the index. I'm just giving some greetings, and then here I have the Swagger annotation to describe the operation, right? So this is the API operation from Swagger. I'm saying greetings and putting some notes saying that this is what it is. Then we can run this application here, and you're gonna see that Spring Boot is up and running. And now basically I can go to my browser and we can see the spec. So if you hit localhost v2 API docs, you're gonna get your Swagger spec here, right? And if you go Swagger UI, you can get the Swagger UI, right? So I have my controller here and I have my operations. I just have one. I can try it out, I can call it, and you guys see it work. So that's it for today. I hope you guys like it. See you next time. Cheers.